Did you know that even the drones to accompany the next-generation air dominance fighter jets would cost more than the F-35? The autonomous drones acting as wingmen would cost hundreds of millions. What makes this digitally engineered jet the most expensive fighter jet in U.S. history? Here is everything about next-generation air dominance. NGAD fighter jet concept. Let us begin. As we saw it in 2020, the secret jet fighter was diamond-shaped with large engine air intakes over the wings. The jet also features two engines. The sixth-generation fighter jets USA would be equipped with next-generation engines from the Adaptive Engine Transition Program. The engines have a higher range, acceleration, and cooling. For reference, the jet engines are used in the current Lockheed Martin F-35 that the next-generation air dominance program will replace. The engine has been optimized for higher performance as it encompasses the best of F-35 and F-22. The engines are labeled V1, V2, and V3. Still on design, the canopy cockpit would be completely digitalized. Whatever Tesla is promising as the future of vehicles, we might see with this new jet. No tangible control panels, only buttons. Two vertical stabilizers would also be available to fold into the wings. The little we saw from the images indicates that weapons would be fitted into the aircraft. What would these advanced fighter jets do differently? The Air Force says the new jets would improve communication and birth newer capabilities on counter-air platforms, among other things. We will present their budget and vision for the program shortly. The Air Force designed the NGAD fighter jet with digital engineering technology. This process reduces the development time and costs drastically. Virtual modeling and simulation tools are employed in digital engineering to create an artifact. As such, the NGAD jets would easily absorb upgrades, like adding new weapons. Last year, the United States Air Force Biennial Report highlighted the fighter jet for the first time. Before that, the force had remained close-lipped about the project. They refused to give any insights since the prototype was flown in 2020 and continue to keep the features a secret. However, along with the $1.7 billion earmarked for the jet development in 2023 alone, the force wrote, designed to complement the F-35, F-22, joint and partner forces in the air superiority role. Next-generation air dominance is an advanced aircraft program for the development of penetrating counter-air platforms with multi-domain awareness, agile resilient communications, and an integrated family of capabilities. This program would run until the end of the decade. The Air Force is quiet about the details, but we will tell you who could be working on the fighter jet shortly. Moreover, the cost of this new project that complements already astonishing fighter jets is the focus of Congress. The current inflation and threat of a recession make building a luxury fighter jet with no justification sound quite imprudent. The Air Force needs to justify what the NGAD fighter jets have that the F-35 and F-22 do not, especially since it would be the most expensive aircraft in history, after appearing before the House Armed Services Committee. Air Force Secretary Frank Kendall said each aircraft would cost hundreds of millions.
Is that too much?
To illustrate, one F-35 costs $80 million. Therefore, multiple hundreds of millions might be a new record. Further, Kendall thinks autonomous drones must work as wingmen for fighter jets. This edition has Elon Musk written all over it. At this point, the Air Force needs to make Musk their air marshal. After all, he will be the commander-in-chief when we get to Mars. Anyway, autonomous drones mean extra cost. On the drones, Kendall told the Air Force Association in Florida that they would cost no more than half of the NGAD fighter jets, which implies some hundreds of million dollars on the wingmen too, suggesting that the drones might cost more than the F-35, which is the world's most advanced fighter jet. We might be the world's advanced channel, bringing you engineering and weapons stories from the past, present, and future. Why don't you subscribe to our channel for more? The schedule for the NGAD fighter jets is 2030. The Air Force expects to retire the current jets, preferably into museums, and field the NGAD into the new decade. In the meantime, the upgraded F-22 and F-35 jets would be in service. Meanwhile, Even the designer of the NGAD is a top secret. Many people suspect Lockheed Martin's Skunk Works is in charge of the project. The conviction is due to the design's striking brilliance in history with the Air Force. Since Lockheed spearheaded the design and production of F-22 and F-35, they are far more likely to be in charge of this program. Notwithstanding, Northrop Grumman, the company designing the B-21 Raider, a heavy bomber, might be working on the project. However, their hands might be full with the B-21 Raider, currently transforming two of its planes into an Air Force One fleet. Boeing is another possible contender, unless the flying Oval Office is too much. On Air Fleet Engineering, we are still waiting for an aircraft that would break the close to a 60-year record of the Blackbird. If you do not know about the records or the aircraft, then watch our previous video, Insane Engineering of Lockheed SR-71 Blackbird. Is it still the fastest aircraft 2022?